What's up, tankers? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Tanks, and today we have the Raumpanzer M48. So everyone got this tank for free not too long ago, and as of now my clan is having a little in-clan competition to see who can have the highest W8 in it. So I've been playing it quite a bit, and you know, it's not a half bad tank, but it's also not a good tank. It plays more like a heavy. It's not very fast. It has decent armor. And its DPM is mediocre. Its alpha damage and reload is mediocre. But the turret on this thing is very good, except for that giant cupola it has on top. I've been playing with tier 10s, and I've bounced grills off of this thing, off this turret. And you'll see the armor really work in this game. Granted, this is only a tier 8 game, but it does work in 9s and even 10s. So, for right now, we've just got ourselves up here in the front, and we're just going to work this T-32 who's out of position. We didn't really want to fully extend ourselves, but we did see someone shoot back there, so we took a blind shot. I think if I would have aimed a little bit more to the right, I would have nailed that guy. But, it's all good. We got plenty of time to find him. Just the beginning. So we're just going to keep working this T-32. He's out. He's in the open. I'm pretty hull down right here. I think I might barely be showing my hull, but that giant tractor scoop on the front is a bunch of spaced armor, and angled like this, I highly doubt anything is going to get through me. Another thing I'd like to mention on this tank is that big tractor scoop on the front. It completely covers your lower plate, and it covers a little bit of your upper. Your upper plate is pretty decent, and your lower plate is not so decent, but that space armor really does help. Like this, I'm just bouncing. People from the right, people from the left. People think that they can shoot through my lower plate, but you actually need quite a bit of pen to get through my space armor and my lower plate. So this thing is just a bulldozer. Stuff like that. I mean, that was the side of my tank, obviously, but frontally, this thing's sort of hard to deal with. Unless you're shooting down on its upper plate, or have a high pen gun. So we're just going to keep making our way over here. I'm wiggling a little bit because I know that there's still stuff on that ridge line out there that I can't see. And so we're at the front right now. We're pretty much spotting for our team. And we're going to hope that our team gives us some support. This P-43 is just way overextended himself, and we're going to punish him for it. Psych, we're going to bounce off his upper plate right there. P-43 tier actually has a decent upper plate for his for a tier 7 medium. But again, we're just going to work this. We're not going to make the push yet because I know that there's going to be people to the right. Like right there. So I'm not making this push yet. I want to try to bait the enemies to come out and start shooting at us and have my teammates behind them start firing at them. So this thing has a 240 alpha and not the best DPM. But when the enemies are not all rushing you down, it doesn't really matter having a high DPM. Just to put an example, the Paladin has a 230 alpha, but the Paladin has this has 8 rounds a minute DPM, and the Paladin has, I think, like 12 or something rounds a minute. That's a huge difference, and the Paladin has like I don't know, I think like a 4-second reload or something like that, while this thing has a 6-something second reload. So that's why you don't really want to get caught out in this tank, because you will not have the DPM to dig yourself out of that one. So control the situation, which is exactly why I am not pushing up here. If I pushed up right here, I would get shredded. I need to do a little bit more work before we're able to push up in here. Alright, next player to enter this game is an Absolution. Tier 6, overpowered, and boom, right off the side of his spaced armor. I'm not even going to bother aiming for his mantlet. I'm just going to go straight into his cupola. This thing has .33 accuracy, so this is plenty of accuracy to reliably get into that cupola. And the P-43 is sticking up again. Go for his tracks. One thing you want to get used to when you're playing your games is start aiming for tracks. If you see a tank out in the open, or not even just out in general, if you hit his tracks, 1, he's wasting his repair kit if he wants to get back into cover. 2, if he's on the move, you just completely dead stopped him, and teammates have an easier time hitting him. So RBRT that guy on the move, not even a problem. And this Type 59-2 really underestimates me and my teammates right here. He thought he was going to have an easy little shot into me. I don't got a lower plate, bud. That ain't going to work on me. Back check gets taken out. And right here, I just barely don't have enough gun depression to get my gun down on him. Now my teammates are going to sit behind me and they're going to cap out. Or they're going to at least try to cap out. I'm having a good game. I'm healthy. I want to keep pushing. His IS tries to push me, gets taken up by my teammates. And then this guy thinks I have a longer reload than what I usually do. And yeah, I shot him again. I wanted to hit him in his track right there. You saw me trying to aim it, but I just barely missed. I actually tried third-personing his lower plate right there, and I swear I must have been like an inch from hitting it. I don't know how that went into his track, but nonetheless it did. So he's done. Player 3 enters the thing. Now we got to deal with this Dragon. He misses. I sort of wanted him to hit me because I wanted him to... I was testing my armor out this game. I wanted to show you guys what this thing is capable of. I mean, we're up to 2,200 blocked already. That would have just been a nice icing on the cake right there. And this Carnivon slaps me hard. So I need to be careful when I'm engaging this guy right here. I know that there's still one other tank left, and I don't know where he is, but since I'm still targeted, I'm guessing that he's somewhere down in front of me. Not in the lower story, but on the upper deck. But I have the high ground on this Carnivon, so I'm going to use it. And unfortunate for me, I hit his... not his lower plate, but the literal bottom of his tank and bounce off that somehow. Shot comes flying into my right, so I know where that other guy is. There he is, a fully health Panther. I don't want to rush in with that guy because this Panther will just get side shots into me. So I'm going to sit here and on a feast on this Panther. My buddy down there is probably going to eat it to the Carnivon. Yep. And that's why I didn't want to push down there with him. I see here now that the Panther is more or less a potato, and I don't really got to worry about my side, so I am going to help this guy try to take this Carnivon out. Again here, go for the track. I was hoping my medium would have kept circling him. He would have probably survived this engagement, but he did not. I was going to go for the tracks there again, but it was at an angle where I wasn't going to pen him, so I decided to shoot into the side. He just shot. He's going to be on reload. Got the lower play, but the guy gets taken out. I would have made that shot before he got his gun on me, so I felt comfortable sitting there in front of him, and I could have taken a shot from him. So there you go, more or less. All you're going to see here is me fail at trying to hit a Vanguard. You know, I can't even blame this on me not being used to the tank, because at this point I've played quite a bit of games in this tank, and I've got 2 marks on it. So this is just me being doggy doo-doo. So that one goes behind, or in front. That one barely goes in front. Oh, pixels probably. Here it goes again. He's a little bit further, so, and I don't even know. I think that one may have barely gone behind him. My only 2 chances of hitting this little guy. My teammates are going to take him out. But that is this tank in a nutshell. Play it like a heavy. Control the situation. Try to minimize your cupola being hit on the top. Your turret is good, and your armor is pretty decent. We end up doing a little over 6k combined damage in this game, which is pretty dang good for this tank. I think a 3 mark for this is around 2,000 damage, so we well went above that. I am currently 2nd place for highest WN8 in my clan, and 14th place overall in the entire game. Pretty crazy. We're about to go into the perks here in a minute, and one thing I usually do with my tanks is I like to get my accuracy as low as possible. This one, I just sort of said screw it because the mobility was really bad, so I ended up opting out of... I took run and gun off, and I put off-road driving on instead, just to get my driving just a little bit nicer. I didn't really want to be circled in this thing, so that is why I did that. And you guys, again, thanks you so much for showing up for this video. Ammo rack that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button if you want to be let to know if I upload another video. And I will catch you guys